Hello and welcome to Rugby Nats. This week we've made our way to London's most central rugby club, Belsize Park. Just so you're aware, that's actually how it should be pronounced. Anyway, here are some key facts on the club for you. Playing and training for any sport in central London presents some unique logistical challenges, shall we say. And this rugby club, well, they've managed to take things one step further as they don't even have a clubhouse. Let me just quickly talk you through how this whole thing works for Belsize Park. So the boys train here at the Coram Fields during the week, play their matches at Regent's Park, as you do, and then socially operate out of a pub in Camden. But despite all of this rugby club still managed to field 7 senior teams most weekends, which is actually the most that we have encountered throughout our journey so far. How mad is that? I think this week it's just going to be a case of embracing it all, learning about how this club operates and manoeuvres around these challenges, and most importantly, trying to avoid the ticket warden because I've seen him lingering around. Just give me a minute. How do you stay afloat then? How does this club survive?
So financially, obviously we're an amateur club and the guys pay subs and we do fundraisers.
Yep.
We also get some sponsorship from local companies that see an opportunity of us being so central in London. And there's also guys that used to play with us that are involved with business now, and they obviously contribute in terms of sponsorship. But we have to live with our means. And one of the advantages that we have is that we don't have a clubhouse, and so we don't have those massive overheads. It means we're able to forecast what we're having next year and a few years ahead, and be pretty sure of that forecast as well.
Is there any ambition to get a clubhouse or establish the roots here in London?
For us, we're quite a unique club, and we always have been. Our clubhouse is the friendship and the bonds between the guys that come here, and that's really strong for us, and we want to promote that. We want to be a club where guys can come to London and find a new set of friends instantly and really enjoy their rugby as well as socialising around that. And we don't really feel the need to establish a clubhouse or fix roots anywhere.
Brilliant. So quickly, let's talk about how this all works. How does it work as a player? You train here, you play at Regent's Park, and then you socialise, operate out of a pub. What's that all like?
Yeah, we're a bit nomadic in that sense. So Russell Square, where we train here, we're here once a week, then over to Regent's Park for the games, and then again to another pub. It works well because everyone's up for it, I suppose. We get really good numbers. You know, we're central London. We're one of the biggest clubs in London, but we don't actually have a clubhouse. But we get 3G's facilities here. I mean, Regent's Park playing by the zoo. Who wouldn't want to do that? So it's pretty good.
In your opinion, what is the biggest challenge you face as a squad?
Biggest challenge? Oh, making sure no one has too many beers on a Friday night, probably. Outside of that, it's probably player retention. Look, London's a place where people come and go. We get a lot of people from overseas, like myself, and a lot of Australians, Americans, Russians, Canadians, Austrians, a whole lot really. So it's being able to create a team that sticks around for a while, but then on the flip side of that, you always know there's people coming in year after year. So it's a bit of a trade-off.
How have you found the step up into this league?
Look, it's been different. All the teams are consistently better than last year. Last year's league, there was 2, maybe 3 teams who you could have a really good game against, but as we're finding out this season, every week they're a good side, which keeps us on our toes, but it's proving to be the rugby we want to play.
Any strange superstitions?
Always have to play Taylor Swift in the change rooms after a win.
For me, not really. Can't play without a mouth guard. Apparently I got my hair cut last week and that's why we lost our first game this season.
Before rugby, no, not really. Usually right boot first, other than that.
If you could be one of your teammates, who would it be and why?
Sam Atkins, because he's a hero of mine, both personally and professionally.
It's not really a teammate, it's James Lindsay. He takes all the glory. He doesn't even play. Clement, our French prop, he's got awesome knitwear.
Scott Broughton, because he's a secret agent.
Biggest biceps?
I'm void, so I would have to go Steve Shirley.
Probably the same, Mark Liebling. Oh gosh, that'll be Johnny Rabbit.
Johnny Smith.
Worst dressed?
Shippers.
Jamie Niven, hands down. Too many fluoros. Probably me, yeah, I'm probably the worst dressed.
Worst dressed Harry again.
Welcome back to Rugby Nats. We've now made our way to the White Moustache, where Belsize Park base themselves from, and the boys call it the club pub or the pub club, however you want to look at it. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, we haven't been able to film today's game against Stockwood Park, but it gives us the perfect opportunity to catch up with some more members of the club and just dig a little deeper on the culture. So let's get out of the cold weather, grab a beer and just enjoy. Are there any challenges for you as a coach in terms of player retention or player recruitment? Obviously you did the recruitment role here.
Yeah, well, I mean, on the recruitment side, I'd say I think about everything in terms of, like, you know, being in a rugby club. It's like a lifelong career, you know. And if we can become a club that takes someone from cradle to grave, that would be fantastic. Instead, you know, we now have a mini section that's got 200 kids. We kind of didn't have that before. And what we do is we get all these guys who are coming into central London, and, you know, they've just left university, and suddenly we're putting them in a situation whereby they can play rugby for, you know, the next kind of 10 years, etc. But then, how do you grow the next phases? How do you grow that guy into being alumni, being officers in the club, sticking around, especially when, you know, the price of real estate here, they'll move outside of London.
Do you have any ambitions to get a clubhouse or to establish the roots somewhere in London, or is this it for the future?
Yeah, I think when the guys who refounded Belsize in 1979, 1980, you know, when they did that, they enjoyed this kind of almost nomadic spirit. And, you know, we've never had a home, but we've never been homeless. So, you know, it's always been kind of like the people are your bricks and mortar. We've got guys all over the world, you know, that still see themselves as Belsize, still see them as, you know, as this kind of very unique club, almost, I suppose, like the Babas or something like that.
Belsize Park have nominated you as their club unsung hero. Why is that?
I guess because I don't make a fuss. I just get on and do it. And
What do they have you doing? What is it they...
well, I first of all became secretary. No, I took the minutes, then I became secretary, then I became fixture secretary, then I became secretary, then I became a Middlesex representative, and I just do anything that needs to be done.
Why do you do it? It's $1 million question.
Why do you do it? That's my obsession, my hobby, my interest, my life. It's where I make friends through the club.
Adam, obviously we couldn't film today, so you're going to be our eyes. Give us a rundown. 104-0. Where do you start?
Yeah, exactly. 104-0. I think we scored 16, 12 conversions. So it's a good run out for us today. I had an uncharacteristic defeat last week. So confidence builder, I think, for us. There's not much to complain about
Yeah.
unless you're a particularly grumpy director of rugby.
Did you get a try?
I got one. It was given. Some of the boys are questioning whether it was grounded, but it's on the list. So.
We'll leave it there.
Yeah.
We'll leave it there. Give us a quick rundown on the season. How's it been for you so far?
It's been a bit mixed, I think. We came up a league last year,
Yep.
which was great. Came into this league with big aspirations. So about 2/3 of the way through now, and we're sitting fourth.
Yep.
And realistically, we can't finish higher. So I think we're now looking to consolidate this year.
Yep.
We've got a load of good new boys coming in. We've got some old heads sticking around. So consolidation, hit that fourth. If we can get higher, then great. But set the foundations to really have a good run at this league next year, I think.
Is that the chat? Are you going for promotion next season?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always we're an ambitious club. It's always our aim when we come into a league, and it was our aim this year to finish, you know, top two, get in those playoff place, and see if we could go up. But I think, yeah, fourth this year, third this year, and then next year really gun for it. We've got a promising squad. So it's
Adam,
good.
appreciate your time, mate. Thank
Yeah,
you very
no,
much.
thanks.
Let's get inside and watch the England game.
Cheers.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks.
Cheers, mate. That's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed the show. It's been a surreal couple of days, to say the least. From training down the road to playing at Regent's Park and now to this club pub in Camden. But then again, this isn't your average rugby club and they just make it all look so easy. And I am just in awe that they managed to field 7 senior teams most weekends. I really think it's an incredible achievement and it's just a credit to everyone behind the scenes here at Belsize Park. Next week we're off to showcase National 2 Southside Worthing Raiders. To make sure you don't miss out on this one, jump onto our YouTube channel at RugbyNats UK and subscribe to us. Until next time.